Problem 18, it says 4 times the sine squared of x minus 1 is 0. Well, what is this? Well, imagine you had 4n squared minus 1 equals 0. You'd say, oh, that's easy. That's a 2n minus 1 and a 2n plus 1. Well, it's going to be the same thing. Just like this is a 2n minus 1 times a 2n plus 1 that gives you 0. Instead of the n, we're just going to replace that with the word sine. So it'll be 2 sine of x minus 1 times a 2, replace n with sine of x, plus 1 is 0. Now either this piece is 0 or that piece is 0. So when we solve it, 2 sine of x minus 1 is 0. And what is the 2 sine of x plus 1, 0. Add your 1, you're going to get 1. And then we divide by 2. And that'll give us, hey, the sine of x, a positive 1/2. Over here, you're going to subtract 1, get negative 1. And then divide by 2. And you can see you're going to get negative 1/2. As I divide by 2, goes away, divide by 2, you get that negative 1/2 there. Okay. So we're looking for when is the sine of x a positive half, and when is it a negative half. Some of you may have simply moved the 1 over, and then divided by 4, but then you got to take the square root of a fourth, and remember you get a positive or negative, and believe it or not, the square root of a fourth is a half. This is probably much easier if you do it this way for what we're doing. Other people that are more advanced might be able to see that, but let's not worry about that. Let's do it this way. We're safe. So when is the sine of x a half? Remember the sine of x, it's always your cosine value of theta, then your sine value of theta. We're looking for the second piece, the height, to be a half. Okay, when is the height a half? Well, on this very first piece, we'll come over at 30 degrees over root 3 over 2, a half. Right? Remember that? That's your very first piece there at 30 degrees. So it's going to happen here. The height will be a half over here at 150, because it's negative root 3 over 2, a half. And then it's going to be a negative half at these spots, where you've come over root 3 over 2, down a half. Over negative root 3 over 2, down a half. So it happens, the positive half occurs at 30 and 150. And the negative a half will occur right here. Remember, this is 180, so this is 210. And then right here, right at just 30 degrees away from the 360, 330. So these are our solutions for problem 18.